Why? Why? Eddie did it too.
Welcome to Good Mythical More.
Oh.
You know, it's ironic that we're talking about the belly button because they went in through our belly buttons in order to pull out the gonad cord.
Yeah.
I want to reiterate word of warning. If for some reason you skipped the episode because you didn't want all the talk about biological reproductive organs and everything that we would discuss unapologetically associated with that in the episode, you're thinking now with more, you're going to get something different. Well, you're not.
It may get worse.
More of it.
It may get worse.
Yeah, we're going to talk more about vasectomies, and we may take questions from the crew. Or we may anticipate your questions and answer them.
I'll start by anticipating one question that, based on some stuff I saw on Twitter once, I posted that I was in vasectomy recovery mode. Mm-hmm. Apparently some people have this perspective. It's probably clear from the video you just watched, but no, we did not have our testicles removed. That would be an extreme measure that would have lots of lasting effects that we don't want. And would eliminate a number of activities that we enjoy. So we still have balls, okay?
Can we talk about that more later? Because
oh, they took one of yours?
No, it's just the activity part. Like maybe there's some activities I need to learn.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to teach you.
No, I mean
you can direct you to some websites.
You could just tell me.
And as the doctor said,
but they do that to dogs. They castrate a dog,
and I think that's why people get confused because they're like
a dog will have just to be clear, a dog will have a wiener, but he will not have a testicle or a testicle sac.
Yeah,
it's been lopped off.
Because he's neutered. Neutering is when you remove the ability for any sort of activity to happen altogether.
That's in a human that would be called castration.
Yeah. Think of it like this.
Why am I? This is off topic.
But here's a great analogy. So you know how sometimes you go to a drink machine and you're like, the syrup is out.
Oh, you mean you don't mean like a canned drink machine? You mean like a?
You go to the and you're like, you go in for Dr. Pepper, and then you drink it, and you're like, oh, it's just the carbonated water. There's no Dr. Pepper syrup in there.
That's exactly what our lives are like now.
The little cord that takes the Dr. Pepper syrup to the carbonated water to make the beverage, which is only 5% or less in our case of the total beverage. Why am I saying beverage? Why did I use this analogy?
Well, it has its limits.
It doesn't taste like Dr. Pepper anymore. No. You know what I mean. Everything is functioning, okay?
No, well, yeah. Well, no, not everything is functioning. But the highway from the testicle to the outside has been not obstructed. The bridge has been
the bridge
busted.
Is down. The bridge is out.
Bridge is out.
Bridge is out for good.
Bridge is out for good. But they don't know that.
Yeah. The testicles don't know that.
The sperms don't know that.
The sperms don't know that.
The sperms are
you
just
continue to make sperm, but it's just absorbed directly into the body. And I like to think of it as giving me some kind of life force. You know, I'm going to take that life force with me for the rest of my life. Now, it isn't immediately effective.
And by the way, that happens in your normal testicular life anyway. That sperms are just being
if you go for
gone the way of the dodo.
If you go for 75 days without release.
You grabbed me. You got grabbed me.
I'm giving a good fact here. 75 days without release, they are absorbed back into your body. That's just how it works. Now, I will say that it is not immediately effective. Another thing that people were very worried about when I posted that I was beginning to embrace my life as an infertile man. They were like, you're not infertile yet. Well,
don't embrace it immediately.
I understand. So you have to go back a couple of times to make sure that your sperm count is down to 0 before you are truly infertile, because apparently it's like there's residual Dr. Pepper, if you will, in the line, and it takes
in the highway on the other side of the bridge.
It takes a few
before the destination,
a couple months typically for all the Dr. Pepper to work its way out.
Now, as far as
this whole vasectomy has been brought to you by Dr.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We don't even have a can
Dr.
here.
Pepper. I don't even like Dr. Pepper.
Now
I know the reason.
Not a sponsor. Yeah. Now you're justified.
In terms of like how it feels, well, you know, it was cauterized in 2 places, and that's why he was able to hold up like the bridge.
Yeah.
That he cut out. and then he applied titanium clips to each end. And now, as I'm starting to move more freely, I can hear and feel it jangling.
That's not happening with me. So there might,
That's not
might
true,
need to go back.
But, I mean, we took it very easy. Just like...
Well, we had a lot of people tell us, guys, listen to the doctor.
Stay off your feet.
Stay off your feet.
Keep ice down there.
I had a bag of peas on my nuts.
On my peas.
For, dang, I mean, pretty much all day.
2 days. And then a third day.
Yeah, and I did a little bit on Sunday. And then they gave us some supportive underwear to wear. We didn't include that in the video, but there was very special supportive underwear.
It was only supportive of the parts in question, very specifically. So it was weird.
But here's what I'll say, because a lot of people, you know, a lot of people are like, "Way to go, guys, for doing this."
Can I say what it feels like?
Yeah.
Just in terms of like over the course of the recovery, and even today, what it feels like is, you said it this morning, and I totally agree. He got in the car with me, we were driving in, and he was like, I was like, how do you feel? He was like, you know how if you could like get kicked in the balls, and then 20 minutes later, there's still a little residual, like, I got kicked in the balls 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I feel right now.
You feel that way right now?
Even right now.
I'm not feeling that way right now. What I'll say is that I have heard a lot of people say that...
But I like it. I mean, just to clarify.
Right.
I love it.
The recovery was really difficult, and there was swelling or whatever. And I don't know if it's just Dr. Hyman, but he did say, and that is yes, he did say that out of 1,000 of these that I've done, I've maybe had 2 people call me back and say there's a problem. And so I don't know if he's just very skilled or if his method is just particularly non-invasive, which I think what he does is kind of the standard now. But besides that very slight residual, I think I might have gotten kicked in the balls 20 minutes ago, which is not, it's uncomfortable but not debilitating at all. Neither of us have experienced any significant pain.
No.
I would highly recommend it because first of all...
Well, I haven't experienced the benefits and I'm already recommending it in anticipation.
Well, I'm just saying, as opposed to the woman in the relationship using some sort of permanent birth control, which, okay, if you get a C-section and you want it to be your last baby, sure, the tube tying procedure is relatively simple, a little add-on to that. But short of that, everything that you would require a woman to do for permanent birth control is a significantly more invasive surgery. So if you're in a relationship and you're like, we want to be infertile, we're done, we don't want any more kids, and you the man, you need to be the man and step up and have this procedure done. Do not be like, I'm not gonna get that done. I'm gonna make the woman go do this much more invasive, dangerous procedure, because it's super effective, super not invasive. We were in and out of there. You saw how simple it was.
Right, and if you're really the man, you'll do it to yourself. Right. I mean, I think based on what you saw, we have like the inverse cut. I'm like looking at Cassie. Cassie cut this. Thank you for, no pun intended.
Well, she didn't cut
She
this.
snipped it. She snipped the footage.
She cut the video.
She snipped the footage. And I'm sorry if the camera went in weird places sometimes. It's like, what a weird relationship we have.
Now, did it just happen for Link or did it happen for both of us?
Just Link.
Okay, good.
Oh.
Yeah.
I really trust you.
Ben did say,
this footage exists.
Ben did tell us, because Ben and Kiko were the ones that were in the room with us. Thank you so much for doing that. Ben did say, yeah, I'm pretty sure I was looking at this camera and I had the camera in my hand and I looked back and it was just pointing right there on Link, and I think so that was the moment that you were exposed. Blackmail. It's great blackmail.
Thanks for sticking around for Good Mythical More.
If you want to watch more, well, we don't have Good Mythical more, but we do have a lot more videos.
Here's 2 of them.
Also, click the circular channel icon to subscribe.